What's up everyone, it's Sean from TaekwondoSean.com, and today we're going over my favorite kinds of exercises and agility ring stuff before we do Kyorugi when we teach here on the mats in Taekwondo. Check it out. Hang tight to the end of the video. I have a very, very important concept that involves driving, but also sparring. Watch till the end. So before we do any exercise in Taekwondo, especially cardio and high intensity stuff, we want to make sure we do the warm-up so that our muscles are ready to go and we avoid injury. All right, so I'm gonna put a card up here. You guys can click on it. It's about 10 minutes long, and then you guys are ready to come back to this video and get started. We can use a ring if you like. If you don't have a ring, you can always put like some electrical tape on the floor in a square or an octagon or a circle if you're really, really good at that kind of stuff. You can also use your belt to put it in a circle on the ground. I'm gonna use this ring for the purpose of this video. All right, so I got my ring on the floor here. Hopefully you're ready to go too. The first one I'm gonna do is just the jumping jacks. So we're gonna put our feet outside and then back in, outside and then back in. Now for the purpose of all these drills we're about to start, try not to let your heels touch the ground. We wanna stay on the balls of our feet, kind of like when we're sparring. In our sparring stance, we have the balls of our feet and we're bouncing like this. So from here, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Now just like in regular sparring, we're trying not to jump too high. When we do these exercises, we're trying to stay close to the ground, light and fast. Now from there, we can break it up and start putting our legs out separately. So we can put our left leg out, then our right leg out, and then left leg back in, right leg back in. Feel free to start with the other leg if you so desire. Out, out, in, out, in. And then you try to speed it up as much as you can. Now the next one we can do, we have our feet together, and then we jump in, jump out. Jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out. Now when you're doing this one, you want your upper body to kind of stay in this position here where it's like floating in the same spot. Now we can go in and out separately. So left in, left out, right out. Make sure you always lead with the same foot. So if you want to do the right, you can, or the left, it doesn't matter. And then you run in, run out. Next, we can practice some switching. This is actual Taekwondo technique. So we enter our sparring stance, one of our feet is in the ring, and then we're bouncing. And then whenever you like, or whenever a song has a certain beat, or whenever somebody claps or yells or whatever, what we can do is switch. 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 Now remember, you're trying to stay close to the ground. Don't jump too high, and don't let your heels touch the ground. And then we can also practice sliding with rings. So sometimes students try to slide too far forward, too far back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and stay within the radius of this ring. So I'm gonna put one foot in, one foot out, and then from here I'm gonna slide forward. Now one foot is inside the ring, and then from here I slide back. Slide forward, slide back. And then you can combine them, the switching and the sliding, into this continuous drill. So you switch, you slide forward, you switch, you slide back. Switch, forward, switch, back. Switch, forward, switch, back. All right, so let me introduce you guys to a concept. It's called parallel processing. So when you're driving a car, you're actually pressing the gas, accelerating a certain amount, staying within the lines, looking behind you, looking in the mirrors, looking beside you. So you're doing a lot of things all at the same time. You have to signal when you turn, you have to turn a certain amount. And so at first, when this beginner driver is learning how to drive, they have to think about all these things. So they're slow, they stop, they start, they screech. Now, as they get better and better and better, all of a sudden you become an adult or you've been driving for like 10 years and they just, everything's so smooth and natural. And that's what you want. For all these ring exercises, apply them to the rings, the ladder. They have these boxes you can use as well for agility, but you need to practice enough that you can parallel process smoothly while you're in a competition or while you're in your sparring class in your tojang. Because if you guys have to think about your feet, and there's no way you can attack effectively, block effectively, effectively. There's no way you can counter effectively if it's not natural. So these kind of stepping drills, all practicing your movements, are super important. If you guys enjoyed the video, punch the subscribe button, kick the like button, and then we'll see you in the next one.